Check, check. Check,
Try,
check.
try it again.
Check, check.
Check, 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 check,
Check,
check,
check.
check, check.
Check,
Check,
check.
check, 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 check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check.
Check, check.
There you go.
Check.
There you go.
Is that
You got
it?
Yeah.
Check, check.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Can you
No.
hear me?
Check, check.
Oh,
Check.
yeah,
check.
okay.
Got it. Okay.
Not very loud, though. Yeah,
Check,
turn
check,
those
check,
up.
check,
Check,
check.
check, check. A
I'll
little bit
just-
more.
Check.
Check, check. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay.
Check,
All
check,
right.
check. All right.
Welcome, Nighthawk fans, to another evening of Nighthawk varsity basketball. Blake Isaacson courtside, along with my regular sidekick, Matt Clark. Matt, welcome.
Thank you, Blake. Good to be here.
Well, we got a good game tonight. One of the top teams in the county. Actually, San Marcos is number 4, according to the last poll that's shown on Max Preps. The Nighthawks weigh in at number 38, and so they are not favored in this game. The San Marcos Nighthawks, coached by Dante Carey, opened the season with a mediocre 5-4 start. But since then, Matt, they've been on fire, winning 7 of their last 8, including their last 2 in a row, and that included a win against Rancho Bernardo, 69-61. The Nighthawks, meanwhile, are slipped below 500 again recently. On Wednesday night, they lost to Mission Hills, another conference game, in the first conference game, and now sit at 8-9 and are 0-1 in conference play, again, which began on Wednesday night. We're just about to pause here for the national anthem, but I'm looking forward to explaining some of the assets that this team has, 3 players in particular, and we'll get into that in a minute. I think we're just about to have the Star Spangled Banner, so we're going to stand for that.
From the San Marcos Knights and your Del Norte High School Nighthawks. Fans, as a reminder, in the spirit of sportsmanship, Del Norte High School officials ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language and disorderly conduct are unacceptable and unwelcome. We appreciate your cooperation. Now, Del Norte High School welcomes the players, coaches, and fans from San Marcos High School. Thank you, and enjoy the game. Now, to honor America and the men and women who have served before us, those who the starters for tonight's game. First for the Knights, starting at guard, a 6'3"
Okay,
senior number
announcing the
0,
starting
Jalen
lineup.
Williams.
Number 0, Jalen Williams. He's been out since March and just came back, and they've been reintegrating him into the lineup. Number 1, Nico Mott. He's a junior, 6 foot.
Senior number 24, Chris Crowell.
And then number 24, Chris Crowell.
6'5" senior number 50, Mike
6'5" senior Mike Brown, and now being announced just after. Let's see, we've got one other starter here, Ryan Jacobs, I missed. And then let's see who Coach Johnson has for your Nighthawks. He's known to change the lineup every now and again, depending on the opponent and what's going on in practice.
Starting at guard, a 6'1" junior number 3, Jackson Carpenter.
Jackson Carpenter, the junior, 6'1".
At forward, a 6'5" senior number 21, Alex Latu.
Alex Letu, forward, senior, 6'5".
Forward, a 6'5" senior number 22,
6'5" senior, number 22, Joe Freer. Freer had a nice game on Wednesday.
Forward, a 6'5" senior number 23,
6'5" senior, Oliver Cooper, number 23, a forward.
And finally for your Nighthawks tonight, starting at guard,
And relatively new to the starting lineup, and a young man who's making quite a splash, number 25, Kevon Dami. Matt, let's hit quickly the keys to the game. 50-50. That's the first thing, and that means a focus on number 50. That's Mike Brown, the talented senior. The second one, in your face. What do we mean by that? Coach Johnson wants the Nighthawks to stay in front of number 0, Jalen Williams, or it's going to be a long night. The third key to the game, whoa. And what do we mean by that? Put the reins on the Knights. Slow down their offense. They like to run, get in transition after knocking the ball free and getting easy layups. San Marcos controls the opening tap, and they come cross court for the first possession.
Looks like we're coming out in a zone to start the game. See how San Marcos handles that. Good dive right there, relatively straightforward. We got to do a better job having our hands up in the passing lanes and talking right off the bat. That was too easy of a cut and dish.
Now this is a pretty highly acclaimed team. Does intimidation, could that be a factor?
It always can be, but I mean, honestly, at the varsity level, you know, you just teach the kids, you're playing the jersey in front of you, and it's easier said than done sometimes. You can definitely let things creep into your head, but as a varsity basketball player, you need to just play the game.
San Marcos opened the season at a mediocre 5-4, and as they integrated Jalen Williams into the lineup, they've certainly improved. Nice no-look pass right underneath the basket, but the Ryan Jacobs was surrounded by 3 Nighthawks, and they forced the turnover. Nice play.
Absolutely. And number 21, he's tall, but he's nowhere near the size of number 50. So when you swarm him, it's going to be a little bit easier to force the ball out of his hands.
Coach Johnson said that this team is pretty long, and they are able to get their swords into the passing lanes and create turnovers. There's a defensive rebound. I'm going to keep track of those, Matt. That was an Achilles heel the other night. The Nighthawks, I thought, outplayed or played comparably to Mission Hills Grizzlies, except we lost miserably the battle on the boards on the defensive side. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you could always say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but if we had limited them to first and one shot attempts, we would have probably beat them by 20.
Yeah, I went over with the score And I think we shot 43%. They shot 38%.
Right, but when they shoot 3 times as many more attempts as you do, you know, it's.
You're right about that. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. 6:30 left to go. Nighthawks not scored yet, being shut out, and 4 points for San Marcos Knights. Double team. That's a problem.
Both teams
out in transition.
Ooh.
Carpenter, nice bump.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Both are if you look, both are in the zones. And, you know, you're going to have to, the Nighthawks, they need to start passing the ball, moving it around, making that zone move. Inside, outside basketball, get touches on the inside. You're not going to dribble through this. Like you said, they're very long, so you're going to have to really move that ball quickly, maybe focus on some bounce passes.
Yeah, it seemed like a ticky-tack foul, but we'll take it. Nighthawks trying to get the ball in. Bit of a long pass, but it's in. Ooh. Nice putback there.
Good job.
Freer, I think. Nice take. He didn't a little bit out of control, which is his style. That is Kavan. But Freer was there for the putback. And looks like we're going to see a substitution here shortly. Number 33 coming in for the Knights, and that's C.J. Johnson. Out goes Chris Crowell.
Right now you got Coach Johnson talking to Kavan, because honestly, me personally, I have not seen him play against a zone. Through the tournament, they were all playing man. And so I am kind of curious what he'll do, because zone gives you a little bit different looks, and you got to adjust accordingly.
Is it easier to break down with a good dribbler and penetrator, break down a one-on-one or a zone?
I mean, again, it really depends on the person. There are some people that can do things that I can't explain, but generally speaking, you don't dribble through a zone over and over. You beat those with passing and sharing the ball.
Nice shot by Jalen Williams there. And San Marcos goes up by a touchdown at 9-2. Well, you get the ball in the corner or against the baseline, you're going to see Knights right around you right away.
Yep.
And those long arms.
Yeah, we got to be more cognizant of that. You cannot, just because your teammate's open, if you can get it to him, if he's in the corner, you might want to think twice, because that trap is coming.
Freer in and out. San Marcos in transition. There's their big man Brown, and he's fouled by Freer. That one's on Freer, as we said. First foul on him.
Yeah, if you let him get downhill from the three-point line, good luck.
So Brown's had some interest. He's 6'5" senior. Coach Johnson said he runs like a guard, even though he's 6'5". He's had some D3 and D2 interest, including from Sarah Lawrence, a school I'm not familiar with, but a few I am, Occidental and Willamette, D3 schools, San Francisco State and Chico State.
Okay.
So he's going to be playing next year, it's pretty sure. Looks like Jalen Williams will be also. More on him in a moment.
It's a good job by the defense not allowing himself to be screened.
Dami with a nice floater into the lane.
But a very good take by Kavan right there. Ooh. Nice pass.
Jalen Williams shows why he was sorely missed when he went out in March, and has been welcomed back by the Knights, 13-4. This team scores an awful lot of points, Matt. Carpenter responds.
Answers back. And we're going to have to make shots tonight, because like you said, I mean, they average, correct me if I'm wrong, 69 points a game.
Yeah, 69.4, so just under 70.
So this is not a game where we want to have a bad shooting night. I mean, you never do, but to keep up with a team like this. Ooh.
All inside, and there's Goldman, who'd entered the game during the last out of bounds.
Got to keep him moving.
Yeah, you can't get stuck in that corner. You're going to be trapped.
Heat check.
Jackson Carpenter misses that one. All underneath the basket. Moves well against this team, but the Nighthawks are there to meet it. Bounce it in. Backboard, no, off the backboard, no good. Nighthawks get the rebound. There's Kavan. Boy, he's a sophomore, but he has no compunction about taking the ball into the lane. Bank it in. 15-7.
See right here. We got to get the ball inside. I mean, right now the ball is just perimeter. Unless we drive it, we got to be able to pass the ball inside, make them move. Because those angles, you just saw it, they're waiting for it.
Yeah, it seems like you're not going to be able to beat their big men off the dribble the way you can some others.
Right. Well, cross-court passes, even from the baseline, when you have a long team, their hands they're waiting for it. Yeah. And so I'm going to sound like a broken record until we fix it, but the phrase that I use is inside-outside basketball against that zone. Touches. So many players think, well, if I pass it to the guy inside, it's for him to score. That would be nice, but not necessarily. Get the defense to react, collapse, and then kick it out. Your shooters will be much more open.
Absolutely. This broadcast is on Nest, Nighthawk Entertainment and Sports Television, owned and operated by the Del Norte Athletic Foundation. The Del Norte Athletic Foundation generates the financial and other resources to help all Nighthawk athletes soar to the highest level their talent will take them when teamed with what, Matt? Their individual effort and attitude.
Effort and attitude.
That's a mantra that's been around here as long as I have been.
The two things you can always control.
And there's not much you can control in a world like we're in today, but effort and attitude are two things that you can. Okay, 2:20 left to go in the first period. Nighthawks with a 10-point deficit need to come out of this timeout with some baskets. Carpenter, off to Donnie. Goldman, one dribble, Freer. Over in the corner to Cooper. Cooper left-hand dribble, top of the key. Carpenter rises, shoots, short. The Nighthawks come down with that rebound. Who got that ball? Nighthawks did. Good. The Nighthawks boxed out. They had good position against bigger and I'd say very athletic front court. So they've got a position well, and they seem to be doing that a little bit better than the other night for sure.
San Marcos extending that zone to the half court, so they're going to be playing us rather high. There we go. You got to look opposite side when you get it there.
That's Case and Pollock into the game.
There you go. And just right there, that wasn't perfect, but I mean the ball inside, get it back out and swing it.
Yeah, for the Nighthawks to win this game, Jackson Carpenter's going to have a good night shooting.
More than him. We're going to need more than just Jackson
starts
Carpenter.
With him.
Yes, it does.
Look at Domi there. He's outsized by the big man, Kevin Brown. And he takes him into the key, but he's able to get some help from Cooper, and they defend it into the lane. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Carpenter had an easy layup, and out of nowhere came Mike Brown, and he blocked it.
All right, let's see if we can have another good possession with a high post flash. Jackson going for again.
Cooper almost yanked that away, avoided the foul, which was a good idea. 25 seconds left to go in the first period, and the shot clock is off. Goldman applying one-on-one pressure. Now he's got a screen man. Ball into the lane, gets knocked out.
Ooh.
They're going to give it to San Marcos. 7 seconds left. Now the Nighthawks got to watch number 50, Mike Brown. They got to push him out of the key there.
Yep, right to him. Great move.
He just took the ball to his left and spun to his right. And the Nighthawks closed the first period with a 9-point deficit, 19-10. We'll let you enjoy the Nighthawk cheerleading team right now. We'll be back.
us tonight at the Nighthawks concession stand where credit and debit cards are accepted. Enjoy a cup of noodles, cold drinks, candy, snacks, hot coffee, tea.
So Matt, what's your assessment so far? Mine is real quick, but I want to hear more what you have to say. Nighthawks aren't getting blown out. They're kind of playing with them. They've been a little bit outplayed most levels of the game, but they're in the game. What do you think?
Right, it's not. I wouldn't call this a steamroll by any means. You know, they can certainly play with them, but we're going to need consistency on both ends of the court. Me, I'm more offensive minded, so I can't help myself. I tend to lean that way, and against this zone, you cannot pass into those corners and set your teammate up for a disaster. And then also, the very first time we got it to the high post, kicked it back out and swung it with 2 passes, we got a wide open look and made it. So you have to repeat what works. Repeat what works.
I think part of the concern here was being outmanned physically. It seems like we just got to be smarter. We can handle the physical components. Okay, Carpenter. Yeah, that's what we talked. Boy, so big, so long, so quick.
Deceptively athletic.
And we got some of those guys too. A great play by Domi. Saved the ball and got a steal at the same time. Not in that order.
Good look.
There's Cooper.
One
Goldman,
more.
Kick it back out. Throw it up. Yeah, baby.
Oh, inside, outside.
Cooper, baby. Yeah. He's our top 3-point shooter for the season, which is unusual to have your biggest power forward. No foul there, right?
No, I mean, that's a big, strong move.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't seem fair, but that's
you might. I mean, we'll see if he continues to do it, but you might have to ask for some help or try to sell the charge.
Yeah, where's Vlade when you need a flopper? That's good. Oh boy, that was straight, and it looked like it was going to drop. Well, he dribbled into a double team and got bailed out. That's Nico Mott, 6-foot junior, who this team has 3 players scoring over 15 points a game, including Mott, Jalen Williams, 16.3, and Mike Brown, the big number 50, who averages 17.7 and just under 9 rebounds a game, Matt.
Those are good stats.
Yeah.
Smart double team. Oh.
Yeah, I like having Kaysen Pollock in there. He's a very unusual player because he leaps out of the building, and so you're not going to know what's happening when he's there. But he just jumps up and grabs rebounds and blocks shots and does things that are so unexpected. He's kind of a surprise attack.
A little bit, yeah. Definitely can. I wish you could. If he had the arrogance and the confidence of some players, he could really. I've seen him go up there, and it's that mental like understanding that hey, you can go get that, and flush it through, and hopefully he gets there.
He's a junior, so maybe he'll gain that here over the course of the season.
Seeing right there, I mean, that's good offense.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, you go from one side to the weak side. It's where the defense isn't. And we need to try to do the similar thing.
Into the game now here, Gupta. Gupta's a bit of a defensive specialist and a long-range shooter. So we'll see if he can create some turnovers on defense and light it up on offense. Nice interior pass to Goldman from Polak. And Goldman draws the foul. They'll go to the line for 2. This is where you got to make your free throws. That's another.
Yep.
Yeah, you really got to play pretty.
There we go.
Pretty complete game. Not perfect, but complete game in order to take
what they give you.
Yeah.
And they're giving you this.
Take what you can get. The free throws are in that category. Nice free throws. That's 2. Remember that great game on this floor a few years ago where the Nighthawks stayed in a game against El Camino, which was top ranked. I got this one. Who's open? I want an assist out of here. There he is, Gupta. All right, 5:55 left to go in the second period. Nighthawks trailing by 9 points, 24-15. High school basketball, that can change quickly. Nighthawks can get back in this thing. A couple turnovers, a couple of three-pointers, and some defensive possessions. Defensive stays. They didn't get one there. 27-15. Tommy Carpenter.
Keep it moving.
Pollock was open underneath there. Should he put that one up?
There he is.
Goldman wide open. Yeah. Oh, and did you see Pollock
Just to
fly
make
up
sure.
there above the rim? Jeez, I've stood next to him. He doesn't look much taller than I am, and I'd need a ladder to get anywhere near there.
You know, he doesn't impress with height, just the vertical.
Domi gets a rebound there because of a really good block out. Spins into the lane, throws it up, no good. Nice floater. Looked like it was close to dropping, but didn't quite crawl in. 18-27. Nighthawks down by 9. Carpenter gambled and lost that one, but it didn't cost him. Brown into the lane.
There it is.
Knocks over.
There it is.
And
That's how you
Goldman
gotta do
gets
it.
the charge.
Yep.
We'll have to ask him after the game if it was worth it, but that's a big body.
If you want to win, it is. And I promise you that was part of the discussion with Coach Johnson is saying, hey, guys, you're going to have to take a few because he's a big guy and he can do a lot. But if you catch him at those right moments and you get him in foul trouble, he can't risk doing that.
Was that his first foul? I'll keep track of those if you think that is. You really can't go at him on offense, though, and drop more fouls, can you?
You can if you're willing to actually shot fake it. See if you can get him in the air. Get a cheap one.
He's so big, though, he doesn't need to jump prematurely, though.
But he might want to.
Yeah, there's Goldman. Oh, almost. See, the Nighthawks aren't getting offensive rebounds, and they're getting one shot and then they go out. That adds up over time. Into the lane, that's tough.
Let's see if we can respond here. Get a good patient look. Keep it moving. Away from the corners, hopefully. There you go.
You got grabbed there. Officiating needs some assistance at times. To shoot that. Nighthawks 5 seconds. Puts it up. Oh! Throws up a left-handed jump shot knuckleball that goes right through the rim, and that's a great shot there at a key moment. Kind of felt like things were starting to slip away, and that's a big basket. Hopefully it's a momentum changer. And then Carpenter comes over, swats the ball away, but San Marcos maintains possession. It's getting animated here in the arena, and the San Marcos coaching staff responds by calling a timeout. Little momentum shift, Matt?
Well, it's kind of like you said. It's, you know, we're still down like near 10 points, but it doesn't feel like a big 10 points. Right now we're down 8, but it doesn't feel like a big 8. There are times where you could only be down 8 or 9, and it feels like 20.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel that way here. If we can really just continue to pick things up, play really good defense, and, you know, maybe hit a couple more threes like Dowie did, but you know, the tide can change.
Yeah, it seems like the Nighthawks started playing a little bit smarter there. Gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors, including the Isaacson Group at Pacifica Capital Investments. Focused value investing for long-term results. Rely on us for investments in public equities, stocks, and private equities, where we focus on commercial income properties, including many right here in North County, San Diego. Visit our website at www.pacificacapital.net. You'll be richer for it. And that includes you too, Matt. We manage IRAs and Roth IRAs and taxable accounts. So come on in, the water's warm.
I was trying to get the refs' attention once again. Our net is kind of caught up in the rim right now. It would be nice if they fix that.
I'd send Pollock down there and give him one little swat at it, and he'd pull it down. There we go. Domi's going to get it. He needs a running start, though. No problem. 2:59 left to go in the second period. We play 4 8-minute quarters. And then
There we go.
Gupta, as we said, came in for DeFell. What a great behind-the-back pass or over the head pass. Oliver Cooper dove for the ball and simultaneously dished out an assist while he was on the ground. Whoa, that's a Magic Johnson type play.
Effort and attitude.
Yeah, and vision, we'll add that to it. Nice play. The Nighthawks closed it within 6. Long range shot there that looks pretty good and is good. Nice response by San Marcos. This is turning into be a heck of a game. Nico Mott with that one. Nighthawks seem emboldened though. There's Cooper. In and out. Oh shoot, it looked like it was gonna go in and out and back in. There's Gupta, the defensive specialist. You can tell he's been told to follow the ball around. Long shot, no good. Goldman with the rebound. Goldman didn't play much the other night. He's probably seen more action already tonight than he did on Wednesday.
Hopefully it's productive.
Yeah, it has been so far.
Good look.
Into the lane, nice
That's
floater,
tough.
puts it up and in. Wow.
Right at the big man. But also, if you look at 50, I mean, I'm sure he's kind of used to it, but he's breathing a little harder than he was before. Didn't seem to affect him there, but I've kind of noticed on their offense, he'll spend a little bit of time on the perimeter, and I think, honestly, to catch his breath. Because, like Coach Johnson said, he's running too. He's running like a guard, so he probably gets tired a little bit.
I don't think he's been off the floor yet, has he?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we've got some substitutions. I don't remember the exact ones, but we've got Goldman. Let's see. Goldman and Oliver Cooper, Joe Freer, Kevon Dami, and Carpenter. Carpenter could warm up a little bit more, and that'd make a difference. He's perhaps a Nighthawks best all-around player, Matt. Is that?
I mean, yes, he's probably in the, oh, there it is.
A three-point fadeaway shot by Joe Freer draws the foul, and he will go to the line for a 4-point play, which would allow the Nighthawks to pull within 5.
That was quite nice. And to answer your question, I think it's him and Kevon. I mean, Kevon's a year younger than him. Jackson's going to have that time on the floor over him in terms of experience. But Kevon is not that far behind. The more he plays, the more confident he gets. They could be a really fun duo.
And he's gaining on him.
Yep.
Which is not a bad thing either. Let him push.
There we go.
Not sure what that was. If that was a pass or
bad pass.
Or a bad shot. Okay. Nighthawks trailing by just 5. Freer comes out to set a very high screen. The ref jumped out to call the over backcourt.
Good look.
There's Goldman where he likes it.
That's okay.
He closed out on him, so he thought
Feeling
better of it. Carpenter. Uh-oh. Carpenter just hit the neck of the rim, and it came out a little bit flatter than maybe it should have been. And Carpenter gets called for the foul. Fouls 3-3, assuming they already put that one that just occurred on the scoreboard. You want to explain the foul situation that we're into these last couple of years here, Matt?
They went away from the 10 and 7, so now
which was in the half, right? You
right. It was by half, and now they go by quarter. And if you get to 5 fouls as a team, the other team is on the foul line shooting 2 on every foul that you commit. And so both teams are at 3 right now. With 41 seconds, it's not going to make a difference, but it really can put you in a situation like we talked on Wednesday if you're in the fourth quarter.
And when that 5th foul occurs, and it's a regular foul, it's 1-on-1?
No, I believe it's still 2 shots.
2 shots, okay.
I think they just made a blanket rule.
.26 seconds left on the game clock. 17 now on the shot clock. Freer sets the screen. 1-on-1.
Ugh.
Off to the left. Not a great shot, as you can tell by the moan of our color commentary. Ball up, comes out.
That's our ball. Ooh.
Coach Johnson doesn't like that. Coach Clark doesn't like it.
Yeah, the ref didn't know, and he just made a call. You could tell by it wasn't a confident call, in my opinion.
Couldn't they do a jump ball if they don't know?
They can, or they can ask for help from their officiating partner.
Oh. And a late basket allows San Marcos to end the half with an 8-point lead, 37-29. Boy, it would have been a bit of a moral victory to go in just down by 6 and having shaved away more points in the second period. But the Nighthawks seem to shift the momentum back to in their direction some. It almost feels like the Nighthawks gain confidence. We know we can play with these guys. Now we got to get out and do that. And we'll look forward to doing that in the third quarter. We've got a 10-minute break, and we've got a treat for a halftime interview. Nate Chow, who starred on this floor for 3 seasons for the Nighthawks, and he'll be with us in just about 4.5 minutes.
Fans, welcome to the floor.
We'll look forward to speaking with you then.
Norte Nighthawks cheer squad. Fans, a round of applause for your Norte Nighthawks cheer team. Fans, welcome back to the court. Your Norte Nighthawks basketball team. Fans, please welcome to the floor your Norte Nighthawks dance team.
Welcome, Nighthawk fans, back to Nighthawk Arena, where the Nighthawks are trailing one of the top-ranked teams in the county, number 4 San Marcos Knights, trailing 37-29. But it gives me great pleasure to bring back before you a 3-time varsity letterman for the Del Norte Nighthawks, Nate Chow. Nate, welcome. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Usually I say welcome for the first time, but you come back. So you played 3 years for the Nighthawks here. Yeah. And that's rare, really. And you played, you started, and not all 3 years, but your last 2 for sure. What were a couple key memories that you have from your time on this floor?
I think, with all 3 years, the first year was definitely our game against Montgomery. We had a nice comeback against them.
I'd get chills up my spine just remembering.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy game. Yeah. But just great memories.
Let's talk about that. Just give it a little quick summary of what happened in that game and who did what.
It was 3 years ago, but I remember we were down by a lot in the fourth quarter, like 2 minutes left to go, and then Bentley and Jack Leninger and all of them did their thing and came back and won. Yeah. So that was a great time.
Yeah, that was a top-ranked team. I think Coach Spahn said that was the greatest comeback he's ever seen.
Yeah, no, it was
Del
amazing.
Norte program. Yeah. Give us another one more current to when you were playing.
I think
on the floor a little bit more. You were on the team.
I think just my senior year, just hanging out with all my friends, all the boys and on the team. You know, I think that's just great memories all around the whole year. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good. So you're off into the, quote, real world. Well, not quite real. You're in college, right?
Yeah, in college.
Okay. So where are you going to school?
I'm at University of San Diego right now.
USD.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And so what are you majoring in down there?
I'm going to do business administration.
Yeah? That's good. Be a businessman?
Yes, sir.
You can always use one of them. And did Del Norte prepare you well for the rigors of college?
Oh, yes, of course. Del Norte is a very academic school, so at college I'm ready there. So it prepared
I've
me
heard
well.
of a lot of our graduates go off to college and they think their time at Del Norte was more difficult.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't say more difficult, but it definitely prepared me for college work.
Yeah, well, good. So business major, and then so after your freshman year here, you get an internship or just go out and work in the private sector for summer, or what's the immediate future?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely looking for some jobs, internships as well. You know, USD is good for finding internships around relationships and stuff on campus. So, yeah.
Good. And then what does the long term hold? What industry are you? I know it's a long ways away, but are you kind of gearing for?
No, I don't really know yet, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good. Well, so you brought one of your homeboys here with you. Where is
Ethan's over
Ethan
there.
Colker? Hey, Ethan, come on over here. Here, just slip that on, and there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing back Ethan Colker. How you doing, Ethan?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, what are you up to these days? You were on varsity 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
2 years, good. And you graduated last year.
I graduated last year.
And where are you going to college now?
I was at the University of Utah. Now I'm at Miramar, and then hopefully next year I'll be back at USD.
At USD, huh?
Moving around a lot, but no, it's good. I'm back here.
What was Utah like? A little cold, huh?
Cold. Not my thing, but snowboarding's fun. There's things to do around there, but just not my thing necessarily.
Well, welcome back. We got action starting behind us, so I'm going to cut you off short. Guys, thanks for coming by.
For sure.
Another Nighthawks, if you're in town and have an opportunity to stop by and give us an interview, we look forward to it. Our fans look forward to hearing what the future has brought you since you left Del Norte. Matt, we're going to visit our keys to the game and see how we stack up against what we were saying the keys to the game were. Stopping 50-50, focus on number 50, Mike Brown. How did the Nighthawks do on that?
We're right out of halftime. They drew up a play for him. He got a strong move, and Oliver came from behind and blocked his shot. So to stop him, it's going to take a team effort. And if you can take him out of the game, things get a lot easier.
How have the Nighthawks done so far?
Overall, I would say decent. We can if we continue what we've done already at the start of this, we'll be very good.
So we'll give the Nighthawks a C+ on that so far.
He's a hard one to stop.
He's a hard one to stop. The in-your-face staying in front of number 0, Jalen Williams. How'd the Nighthawks do there?
Relatively, I think he's had a pretty quiet night, so I think I'm fine with our production on him, to be honest.
And number 3, putting the reins on the Knights. How about the Nighthawk effectiveness on that?
Ooh, that is a bad call. That is a bad call.
I missed it, Matt. What happened there?
It was tipped out of bounds off of San Marcos, and the same guy who kind of gave us a bad call at the first half gave us another one.
We can't send that back to Secaucus and have him review it?
I doubt it.
6:32 left to go. Nighthawks trailing by 11. And number 50 dribbles in and draws the foul on
Number 23, Oliver Cooper. His second
Oliver
personal
Cooper.
foul, his first team foul for the Nighthawks here in the third quarter.
I already like it. With these bigger guys, you have to make your presence felt. Even if you're not as big as them, they should feel the defense making contact with them every single time, saying you're not getting the easy layups.
Nighthawks actually outscored San Marcos 19-18. Carpenter almost had it stolen. Well, I like Goldman's activity everywhere he is.
Definitely. Right here, we got to keep playing as a team on offense. Don't force anything. You're not going to single-handedly beat San Marcos. And so it's things like that. And Kavan is so talented, but you're not going to just get what you want every time. You got to move the ball and learn how to play off-ball offense.
Yeah, you can't shade a big man like Mike Brown, who's as quick as he is. The minute he feels that, he'll just spin and go.
No, his footwork is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. Carpenter a little bit short. Now they're off and running here, San Marcos, and into the big man. But Kavan Dami's in there and knocks the ball away. Nighthawks aren't getting these 50-50 out of bounds calls, that's for sure. And Coach Johnson calls a timeout. What's on his mind, Matt?
He's not happy with the defense. I'm sure he's talking about every time that 50 touches that ball, there better be help coming and coming really, really quick. And I mean, he's pointing out what I call the short corner, and I'm thinking that there was a rotation that was missed, but he's probably also talking to Kavan and saying, hey, better choices on offense, better choices.
Yeah, I mean, this team, the Nighthawks can play with these guys. Can they beat them? We'll see. But physically and I think in their own way they can stay with San Marcos. They just got to be smart.
Right.
Smarter is where the.
And you got it. These are the moments that you're supposed to live for. It's not going to be easy, and I think that a lot of players, they want it to be easy, and it's like, no, it's going to hurt a little bit physically, emotionally, mentally. You're going to feel it, and that's okay. And so, yeah, to beat them, you're gonna feel it.
There's a rebound. Nighthawks had position, but the ball came off, and it cost them a basket.
Long rebound. And this offensive possession is really important. We're down 15 right now. We need a bucket. You do not want to start getting closer to being down 20. Ooh. There
Cooper,
it is.
baby! Yeah! Number 23 with a three-pointer. And I agree with you, Matt. The game was starting to fade away. And the Nighthawks got a three-pointer, but turn around and give up a two-pointer. Not sure how you get that big fella out of there.
You got to deny him access to the ball. Once he gets it, at this point, it's almost impossible to stop him.
Cooper taking things into his own hands, and quite successfully with another three-pointer.
Right, and it goes right back. I'm hoping we got to start fronting 50, because if you let him get it, good cut. There we go. Deep. Good. Another important offensive possession. Get it back to single digits. Don't be selfish here.
Nighthawks trailing by 11. Cooper feeling it. Cooper, baby!
Cooper says, you know what, Clark? I'm going to be a little selfish. I'm feeling it. And, if I always used to say, if you're going to basically go against the coaching mantra, you better make it.
Well, I'll tell you, that's more like Michael Cooper than anybody who kind of brought the three-point shot to the Los Angeles Lakers back during the Showtime era. And the Nighthawks close to within 8 points, and they have the momentum such that San Marcos called the Nighthawks called the timeout, right?
I actually did not see who. I would assume it would be San Marcos, but
I was at the possession of the ball on the screen there.
okay.
That should have been a San Marcos time. I can't imagine the Nighthawks calling it there, but I know that they're a little bit different in high school ball. Nighthawks are hanging around. Just when it looks like the knockout punch is about to be delivered, somebody's stepping up. Most recently, Mr. Cooper, Oliver Cooper, that is. Okay.
You can already feel the atmosphere in here has changed.
Yeah.
A lot louder. Everybody's flying around. Oh, that's out of bounds. Yep. Hit the wire up top.
Matt, one thing I noticed in my research was that on neutral court, San Marcos has a great record. On home court, undefeated 6-0. But on the road, 0-3.
0-3. It's, you know, playing on the road is not easy. Heat
Cooper,
check.
fourth in a row.
Ooh.
That one's not going down. But Freer was there. Boy, I'll tell you, it looked like Freer had position there and he got knocked out. Nighthawks finally get a call from the Zebras.
There we go. And, you know, that's a heat check that every coach is going to live with when you already hit 3 in a row. So let's see if we can get a good look here.
Freer. Almost. It was
good.
straight. It was right on our vantage point. Look at that. I thought it was going down. There's Gupta all over the big man, Mike Brown. Gupta fronting it.
Yep, and he has to at his size.
Ball over here to me.
Mike Brown's working hard trying to get it down low. There it is.
How long can you be in the key that way, Matt?
Well, when you shoot the ball, the 3
Even
seconds.
if it's blocked? It doesn't hit a rim?
Well, if it's blocked, I believe it still resets. If it doesn't hit anything, I don't think that it does. I could be wrong, though.
I'm going to ask the official at the order. 10-point lead. Good energy at Nighthawk Arena all of a sudden. The Nighthawks are really getting some support here.
Oh, careless, careless.
Domi. With an incredibly athletic play. And then Gupta
There you
somehow
go.
comes up with the rebound. Nighthawks are on the run. 2 on the wing. Gave it over to, ooh.
You got to shot fake that.
Yep. Freer got blocked by the big man. Ball back underneath, lay it up and in. No, it comes out. Wow. Ball's flying all over the place. It's like somebody put some oil on it, but finally San Marcos comes away with a bucket. And a 12-point lead.
That was a wild sequence.
Freer one-on-one against the big man, Mike Brown. There's Cooper, his favorite spot, puts it up, but it comes off this time.
Good.
Gupta with the rebound, working to swing it around. Over to Kavan, over in the corner, drop it into Cooper. Go over the big man, in and out and in! Nighthawks back to 10. And now San Marcos takes a break, takes a timeout.
Yep. And like
Wow.
I mean, they're still up 10, but like I was saying earlier, it's not the 10 that feels comfortable.
Insurmountable.
Well, it doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
He can sense it. Everybody can hear what's going on in the stadium right now.
Seems like just one streak away, one game of streaks is what basketball is. And the Nighthawks are one streak away from really putting this one in close proximity to a win here, which will be a nice victory at home.
Oh, yeah. No, there's an old saying, it's a game of runs is
Yeah.
the saying, and it's absolutely true.
So let's set the stage here. 50-40, San Marcos has the lead. The Nighthawks have the ball. 1:03 left in the third period. Their big man, Mike Brown, continues to play. I think he's been in every minute that I've looked up anyway.
I don't think he comes out of the game.
Yeah.
So, and right now, Oliver is having a great game, and Jackson is back in. But Oliver cannot maintain this for the rest of the game, most likely. Give me another one. There it is.
Walk me through that call, Matt.
Oliver got great position. He knew that he was going to lower his shoulder, and he went right to his chest. And you got fans behind us saying, oh, his feet were moving, but that's actually not how the rule is written. But it's a it's a part of it. But if he has right to a space, and if he gets his chest square there and you go through it, you got to call it.
Yeah, I can't lead with your shoulder.
I mean, I think, to be honest, he did a good job making it look, like it was maybe a little worse than it was, but hey, that's part of the game.
Right, Vlade Divac's made a whole career out of being a flopper. Much to the chagrin of some Laker opponents back when he was in Tinseltown. Okay, 36 seconds left, 18 on the shot clock. Kevon into the lane, throws it up and easy. Boy, he's got such a nice sense when he gets in there as to when to rise and when to keep dribbling. Night Hawks down by 8. One stop here, and they continue to make progress. Gupta goes up. I don't know how he avoided fouling that man.
Currently, we're in a zone right now. We'll see. Oop.
Long-range shot, in and out.
There we go.
12 seconds left. Night Hawks plenty of time to get off a good shot. Carpenter. Cooper wants to shoot it. Cooper a little bit short. Ball comes off. Now San Marcos. 2, 1, 0. Puts it up. Not in time. And Dante Carey doesn't like that. Says something to the official. And that's the end of the third quarter. So the Nighthawks enter the halftime down by 9. And now they're down by 8. So they seem to be making progress, but there's only one quarter left. They got to do better than just hacking off a point each quarter here.
Correct. I mean, we got to have really good offense, but also we got to play some defense and limit them to points, because again, even if we put up 20 this quarter and they put up 14, they win.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's you got to lock them down, and 50 is going to be a problem. And right now, actually, number 1, Nico, and number 0, they've been relatively quiet the second half.
Right.
And personally hoping that continues, but definitely figuring out how to stop 50, because he's going to come out looking.
Let me correct myself. The Nighthawks were down by 8 at the half, and they're still down by 8, so they haven't really made any progress. And when you're behind, not making progress is a net loss, because you need to make some progress. You're going to run out of time. Okay. The fourth and final period here at Nighthawk Arena. Presumably the final period. Overtime is always an option. The Nighthawks come out with Jackson Carpenter, whom I think can still heat up.
Absolutely.
And give them a lift. And Kevon Dami's had a nice game already. Oliver Cooper has. He's still in there. Jackson Freer's made some nice shots. And now number 21 is in there.
That's Latou.
Alex Latou,
yeah.
Ooh. So Freer was rolling to the basket.
Great defense. That's a great job by Kevon. He was 3-on-1 and he stopped it.
Nighthawks in his zone.
Oh!
Freer, or no, that was Latou knocked the ball away and then got called for a foul. It looked pretty good to me, but first foul of the fourth quarter. We'll keep an eye on that one. Nico Mott, herky jerk, then pulls up, puts it in. Carpenter pointed down to the ground. I'm not sure what he was indicating. That he was on the line.
No, he was well behind it. I think he didn't think he would shoot it from out there.
Yeah.
I think he was pointing to coach saying he was all the way out there, and he just made it clear you're going to have to go out there.
Got that kind of range. He was out past like where the NBA three-point line is, which is about a yard beyond the high school three-point, I believe. 7:13 to go. Nighthawks trailing by 11.
Fans, this is your last call.
And it's funny, the shooting range, you're talking about NBA range. I always believed it was more important how open you are than how far away it is. Because if you're really open and you don't feel pressure, you can hit shots a lot farther than if you're closer and you feel a lot of pressure. And so, again, we just didn't have a hand up. I don't know if Jackson just didn't think he would pull it. So he looked very comfortable, warm-up jumper.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Johnson was reflecting in a very calm and collect manner. Got to do what it takes to get through to your players, right, Matt?
Hey, you know, it's every coach yells at some point.
Right.
But, I mean, Coach Johnson's a pretty he doesn't yell all that often.
But when he does, pay attention. All right, here we go. Ball in for the Nighthawks. Need a score here, right? Need to start making some progress and whacking away at that lead.
Definitely.
Kevon Dami with the ball. Freer with the screen. Top of the key, Freer over to Cooper. Back to Freer, top of the key. Over in the right side angle to Carpenter. Back to Cooper.
We need to get a touch on the inside. They're just sitting in the zone, and we're letting them do it. That's going to be tough. Wow.
Not for that man. Kevon Dami breaks down the defense, and against the big man Mike Brown, puts up an off-balance shot, and it goes right in. Nice play. Oh, Carpenter just knocked out a little bit, but not away from the San Marcos. Oh, we can't have that. Kevon Dami had a good shot at blocking that one, but Mike Brown was all alone underneath the basket, and that just can't happen. Nighthawks down by 11. Dami calling for the screen. Cross-court pass to Cooper. Three-pointer. And out of nowhere comes Mike Brown. Tips it. Now he's up in the front of the court.
Oh, there it is. Jackson saw that coming.
Charge?
Yep.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. That was the right call, but I somehow thought it was going the other way. So Jackson Carpenter, who's weighs in at what, 160?
Maybe.
And that fellow looks like he's 225 at least.
Yeah. And again, the fans behind us, I understand they're upset. They're saying he's moving his feet. Well, you're allowed to move your feet if you get trucked.
Yeah.
You know, the truck went through the pedestrian. It doesn't matter if the pedestrian was moving at that point.
Right. Good explanation, Matt. Nighthawks still down by 11, though. Dami calling for a screen, gets it from Freer, over to Carpenter. Nighthawks are having a hard time getting inside, other than Dami's breaking it down. Carpenter went in and then forced a pass, and it was blocked and came out. An untimely three from a Nighthawk perspective, and they're down by 14 with just over 5 minutes to go. Nighthawks can't rush this, but they can't go 25 seconds into the 35 clock, Matt, and make up all these points.
Not without getting a lot of steals. Right now, we look very hesitant to make aggressive decisions. And we're just putting up shots from the outside right now and not making them.
Boy, that's some nice ball handling there by number 1, Nico Mott. And this game's starting to slip away unless there's a basket like there was right there. Nighthawks were down by 16. That was the high water mark, and now it's 14.
Well, that was a great read by Kevon. Just put on the Jets. Go get a layup.
Ball comes out, but San Marcos retains possession. Brown over to the corner. Throws up a high arcing shot, and Cooper's there. Nighthawks need to run.
Oh, gosh. Jackson's got to know who he's passing to. In the open court, you want your ball handlers having the ball.
Not your big man. Take that. Pull up. Boy, Cooper's sure been aggressive on that was the 2, but Jesus, that's much better than the other night. Freer with the rebound. Nighthawks giving one shot and then getting a rebound. It's making a difference if they're going to get back in this game. Need to continue that trend.
Right. As you said before, I mean, Jackson's got to wake up a little bit offensively. You know, Kevon and Oliver, they're doing a great job. And it's not just Jackson. I mean, it's a team effort. You know, there's Joe out there as well, but you know, Jackson is definitely one of the leaders on the team, and when you got one of them who's just not feeling it, it is tough.
Latu active, Freer comes out, and Latu comes out, Goldman back in. Goldman's had a real nice game, Gupta in. The Nighthawks are missing number 5, Matthew Jacoby. He is the best ball on defender I've seen in Nighthawk history. He averages 4 turnovers, 4 steals a game. And he doesn't even play. He's not a starter and just plays. It's really something.
He's a game changer.
He's got a bad ankle, and coaching staff felt that it would put his season at risk if he came out premature, so they sat him this week. He'll be back next week, presumably.
Good defense.
They get Carpenter out on him this time.
Very patient offense.
Yeah, Jalen Williams manages to scoot by and put in, make a layup. All over the outstretched arms of the Nighthawk defender, but still got it over. There's Cooper. Nighthawks need a basket here. They almost can't miss from this point forward if they're going to get back in it.
There we go.
There's a good sign. Was that a 2 or a 3, Matt?
That was a 2.
2, okay. 14 points, 2:23 to go. Lay it up, and Nighthawks can't trade baskets, needless to say. Carpenter can't get it to fall. It's one of those nights. Yeah, the Nighthawks need to be firing on all cylinders tonight, and they were firing on a few more than they were the other night, Matt, but against a team as tall, as strong, as quick, as talented, as disciplined, as visionary as San Marcos, just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall the talent disparity isn't actually as big as some people might think. Really, they are playing a complete game.
Yeah,
and we are going in spurts.
Complete game.
We have these spurts where we can 100% play with them, and then we kind of just make bad decisions, and
well
then
said.
it sets us back a little bit. So
a complete game. There's just nothing you can point to that they really could have done a whole lot better. Did he call glass on that?
Let's hope so.
Okay. Kevon Dami, the Nighthawks' most electric scorer. But from the free throw line, it's a little bit more of a mystery. But it works to the Nighthawk advantage because he made the first one, got a rebound on the second one, and before Cooper was overtaken by Mike Brown, Coach Johnson calls a timeout with 15-point lead. Well, so it's not easy to come from behind by this amount in this period of time. What's the Hail Mary? How do the Nighthawks do it if it's to be?
Well, one way to go is press. You got to generate some kind of chaos, turnovers, steals, things like that. It could be a full court press. It could be a half court trapping press, depending on what the coach thinks is the best scenario, or just full on face-to-face full court man defense. That's also an option, but you have to speed them up. You cannot let them take time getting into an offense because they don't need to score.
Right.
They can just sit there and pass it for 30 seconds, put up a shot, and be just fine. So we got to rush them. We got to go, and then obviously we got to score.
So Nighthawks trailing by 15 with 1:42 left to go. The other problem is that your opponent is just not, at least tonight, showing any signs of cracking. They make good, crisp passes, good clean decisions. They hit the open man. They don't make foolish passes. Complete game. You said it really well.
Hopefully we can drop a quick hitter right here and get right into a defense.
Do you need to hoist threes, or is that?
I mean, you get there a lot faster if you're hitting threes.
And when you're running out of time, that's a consideration.
Yeah.
Okay, Dami with the ball.
He's going to go right at him. Yep. Ooh.
Carpenter into the lane, kicks it back out.
Good
Corner to
pass.
Gupta. Yeah,
Oh.
baby.
Now we got to get up. There it is. All
Now
right,
here
so
Gupta.
defense is up.
The D and 3.
Oh, that's the steal pass. That is exactly what you want. We were just late.
And now the San Marcos doesn't need to shoot. They just need to take time off the clock. Unless, of course, you're right up to the basket, in which case Jalen Williams puts it up and in.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute.
A lot of dribbling. Somebody's got to shoot.
Carpenter not able to drop one in there, and 31 seconds on the shot, 34 seconds on the game clock, and we've got a foul, I guess.
Yep. Just to stop the clock.
13 foul for the Nighthawks.
Ooh. Almost a steal.
I'll tell you, Dommy's not giving up. Carpenter, like he knocked that one away. It's a real good
padding.
team. This is a real good team, San Marcos. And let's see how many seniors they have. 1, 2. Well, their key players are mostly seniors. So, not completely, but Jalen Williams is senior, Mike Brown is senior.
Ooh.
And those are their.
That coach not going to be happy about that.
I didn't see what happened. I was,
Last minute layup to increase the amount of the win by one of their players. And as a coach on either side, you know you do not do that.
And the Nighthawks 52.
so 70 to 52, the Nighthawks outscored by 10 points in the fourth quarter in what began looking like the Nighthawks had some momentum. But boy, it's a really, really good San Marcos team. As I said earlier, they're ranked 4th in the county, and ladies and gentlemen, you can see why. They were big, strong, fast, long, well-coached, disciplined, skillful, could shoot, could rebound, and just didn't make many mistakes. And it's a really impressive, really showing by the San Marcos team. We're going to interview, there he is, a young man who's caught my attention. Let me just spin around here while we do this. And let's spin around here. Where's our guy? He's not there. Anyway, Blake Isaacson, Grant Goldman, welcome. Let me get your mic back on here. We're running out of games. We don't normally interview players after a loss, but we're running out of games. We wanted to get you on here.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to personally because you play the game the way it's supposed to be played. You hustle, you go after 50-50 balls and come up with a lot of them. So thanks for your effort and attitude. It's really impressive to see. So you're a senior now.
Yep.
All 4 years at Del Norte, played in the program.
Yep.
Starting to look back yet on some of your years past, or do it for us now?
Yeah, it's been really quick. So I also played football, and I went football straight to basketball. And all the times the basketball season's just been great, and it's gone really quick. It feels like it's just a freshman. It's
so
crazy.
you've been on the field or on the court year-round, essentially. Yeah, so tell us about your football career. What was your position, and what did you excel at?
So I played my first 2 years. I played quarterback, so I was a quarterback for the freshman and JV, and I played a few snaps of varsity quarterback this year. I played receiver this year. I was a kick returner, and then I was also the punter.
So you can do everything out there but sell peanuts, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback, receiver, returner. Well, that's good. And then in basketball, which is your favorite sport between the two?
I'd say probably basketball.
Yeah.
I've played that since I was a kid, and I've always grown up playing basketball.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So you're a senior now.
Yep.
And it's time to look back a little bit, but look forward as well. What does the future hold for you? College, workforce?
Yeah.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines?
College, a four-year university.
What's big school, small school?
Probably a big school.
Yeah. West Coast, East Coast, or South?
I kind of want to get out of California, but not too far. So.
Yeah. So what schools are on your radar screen?
Colorado, Boulder, Colorado State, and then like Utah.
Yeah. Del Norte sends a lot of students to both Colorado and Utah. And what kind of a major are you thinking is likely for you?
Like business finance.
And where does that lead down the road? Are you going to be the Wizard of Wall Street, the Oracle of Omaha, or
yeah, hopefully, or start my own business.
Yeah,
my dad does investments, so
that's good. Well, Grant, congratulations on what's been a good season that I've seen so far. Your effort and attitude is kind of right in sync with that motto. So keep up the good work and have a good rest of the season. Okay, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap it up here tonight at Nighthawk Arena, where the Nighthawks gave a good run to an outstanding team, one of the best I've ever seen here at Del Norte. And I've been calling games here for 5 or 6 years, and I was just really impressed by this San Marcos team. The Nighthawks gave them a run. Our next game will be against Westview. Will be our next home game, and that'll be on January 23rd. So I hope you'll join us for that, and that we'll be back in action on that night. Until then, thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the 23rd.